One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. A bit more to play for today as it's wet and wild and windy conditions here at Kingborough for round 12 of the SFL Premier League. My name's Bo Downham and it's a pleasure to have your company wherever you're watching from in your lounge rooms, I hope, because the weather, well, it hasn't turned on here in Tasmania. A couple of big games coming up to round out the year. Braden Livingston playing his 200th game, his 105th senior game and 14th most senior games, and life member 108 for the Kingborough Football Club. Congratulations to him. Of course, we've got also Matty Rewald's Vision match on today. We've raised, or Kingborough rather, have raised $848. You can go check out, or if you'd wish to donate, go on the AFL Tas YouTube, Facebook pages and the Kingborough Facebook pages. Of great cause, of course. Kingborough doing some really good stuff in that space, but looking like this game is going to shape how the top 4 or 5 sort of result in the SFL by rounds end. Kingborough have the opportunity to go in to 4th, depending on other results with Glenorchy and North Hobart. That'll be a big watch if you're a Kingborough fan. They're currently sitting on 5th. If they can get a win and percentage and Glenorchy lose, well, they are in the top 4 by round's end. So we do have a bit of an issue with audio at the moment, but we'll get that fixed by quarter time, hopefully. So big game for both of these sides. Max Mapley in the ruck, Tyler Carter in there. Big game. We're looking forward to bringing it to you. We've got Livingston in the ruck in game 200, or rather in the middle. Baxter Norton in there. You've also got the big number 17. Livingston, as we mentioned. Gordon, Harnwell, Proprotny, all the usual suspects are in the middle. We're nearly about to get underway here. We're looking forward to bringing this one to you on the AFL Tas YouTube channel. Not picture-perfect conditions for football, but will it suit more? I think Trent Bournemouth's men might just like their chances here at the Kingborough Twin Ovals. So all is in readiness. Round 12 of the SFL begins now. And the umpire holds the ball aloft. And we are underway here at Kingborough. Carter and Mapley in the ruck. Carter winning front position. Norton in there. It's a mud pile at the moment. Gordon, nice little pick up. Flick the hand pass over the top to Lovell. Bursting through nicely. Clifford. Kick to centre half forward. Just a nicely weighted kick for Dugan. Nice mark it is. Wheeling and going Sam Dugan. Running out in a little bit of time and space with the sliding markers. Brower couldn't quite hold on to it. Still on all fours is Fraser Turner. Brower just getting wrapped up. Umpire calls for a ball up. You can have a look at ground conditions here. They are dismal, that's for sure. Carter and Mapley in the ruck. Mapley wins the tap down. Harper, who had game 200 a couple of weeks ago. Lovell slapped it on the left boot, right to full forward. Dugan waiting, wearing him tightly was Philpott. Socket off the ground. Carter for a perfect start. Just hitting the post, Tyler Carter. He's a known goal kicker, averaging 3 a game. Second on the goal kickers leaderboard this year with 32. Kick out just over the head of Max Gapin. Nice little pick up and tumble forward from Turner. Green was the recipient of that one. Trying to wear him was Godomski. Green socket off the ground. We're going to see some soccer skills out there today. Running onto it. Here is Brody Speed, his own goal kicker. Nice little pick up. Snapped on the left boot from James Glover. Nearly across the face of goal. So all even early. Soccer skills are plenty on show. As Ashland streams out of fullback to Parker. Julian Parker averaging 13 touches. Kicks truly to the awaiting Mapley. In there was Livingston in game 200. Harnwell's been really important for the Tigers as Watt just flicked the hand pass off to Lovell. Ashland working in a phone booth at the moment. Hand pass just misfired, but Gordon had a bit of supply in Livingston. Livingston's hand pass backtracked to Watt and now to Harnwell. Danced around one and ran into some Mapley trouble. Got the kick away in the nick of time to Ashland. Scrubby kick forward. Carter did well beneath the knees, but McGann was equally up to the task as Lovell on the opposite foot goes to true centre half forward. Socket off the pitch there from Knighton. Clearing kick out from Johnson might only be premature as Cooney tries and tracks this one down. Griggs there, and then Big Jai Millwood getting the clearing kick away into the middle of the twin ovals. Green. Snapping kick forward. It's traceable like out there at the moment. Gordon has a bit of time to just mop up and get something going with Brereton's nice little shepherd. Kick towards the coaching box side, and Lovell with a bit of elegance at the moment with a nearly nicely weighted kick to Watt. Mapley just stood in the road and tackle was laid there from Max Gapin, so we'll see a ball up. As mentioned, there is a bit of trouble with the audio. Try to get that one fixed for you. Mapley out of the ruck. Norton, Turner, the usual suspects in there. Turner just scrubs a kick over the head of Hanslow. Socket off the ground there from Glover. And Hanslow working in a phone booth finds a bit of time and space to send them to the half-forward flank where Lockie Clifford intercepts. Windy, wet and wild here at Kingborough. It's raining Tigers at the moment. Towards his outer wing is off hands and Gapin. Very brave man there in the Tasmania Devils hoodie. Well, Benny might be holding a pizza actually. Wouldn't be out in this weather if I was him. Anyway, throw in. Umpires have got a bit to do today. Brower. Kick towards half forward. Intercepted in the road there from McGann. Tyler Carter got a scrubby kick forward. Out now comes Harper, who retreats and then kicks towards Brower, intercepting it with a tumbling ball forward. Only as far, though, as Sam Dugan. Still going to go for it here. Proprotny's kick got smothered in the end from Brower, and we'll see another throw in as the umpire has to jump the fence. I don't think anyone will be out in the stands today. They'll all be undercover on that far side wing, you would have thought. Just a bit wet. The umpire throws this one back in. Brereton and Mapley. The waiting was Proprotny. Got his stick smothered from Harnwell. In there and getting pushed down was Speed. Lovell. High up and under ball into the centre of the twin ovals. Standing underneath it was Cooney. Big collision there. Brereton and now Will Clifford. Got the hand pass away just in the nick of time. Harnwell to a bit of time and space, but only awaiting it was a couple of roos with Harper soccering it off the ground. Brereton there and Green. Soccer skills are plenty, of course. Like we're at the Australia Cup again. Green kicks to true centre half forward. Leading out was Bush. Nice little dinky kick over the top, but just standing in the road there was Brower, or rather Griggs. Joey Brower on all fours, and eventually we'll see a stoppage deep inside forward 50 for the Roos. Millwood and Brereton. Significant height advantage to Millwood. Millwood winning the tap down. Griggs, Clifford. Soccering ball out to Baxton Norton. Harnwell just slipped over. Norton with a bit of elegance with a left foot check side to open up proceedings nearly. In fact, misses everything. So Riley Griggs. Griggs' kick just got smothered by Millwood. And we'll see it behind. Clarence hit the front. Gritty conditions, of course. Which side wants it more? Will be the story of the day as Clifford goes towards his coaching box side. Standing underneath it was Gapin, but running away with it was Brower. Kick towards a genuine one-on-one where Dugan nearly reels that nice mark in. It was Philpott and Dugan in the one-on-one. Carter soccering it forward. Tight along the boundary line is Carter. Just had a fresh error as he went to kick it. Him and McGann, the two big boys of either side. Carter still going with that foot skill. But mopping up nicely was Preshaw, and they land into the puddles that are surrounding the Twin Ovals today. We'll see a throw in deep inside forward 50 for the Tigers. Carter tried to rip it out of the ruck. Preshaw on all fours got the hand pass away in the nick of time. Philpott getting sieged upon. Another ball up. Carter ripping it again out of the ruck. Hand pass just misfired to Harnwell. He got his hand pass away in the nick of time though this time. And Paprotny wraps up Ashland. So we see another ball up. Adrian Cornish to throw this one up. Mapley gets the tap down. Lands into the lap of Paprotny. Gordon instantly on him. Again, Carter and now Mapley. Like a cake of soap out there, the ball at the moment. Intercepting the hand pass was Turner. Brower just got it in the right foot in the nick of time. Carter towards the goals. It'll miss everything and hit the post for another throw-in. So repeat stoppages now for the Tigers. Goals will be like finding gold today. Carter again out of the ruck, using his strength on Max Mapley. Breaking through as Dugan. Ashland over the right shoulder will just kick towards a genuine one-on-one where awaiting was Kane. Still working in there was Kane, and then Johnston seeing this one over for another throw-in. So Carter, almost a little bit of deja vu as Hanslow slaps that one on the boot. Tracking back was Brower, but in front position nicely was Glover. Glover now to work their way down this outer wing. The next outlet kick was Cooney. Brereton and Cooney trying to go at it today. His kick inside forward 50 is a brilliant one to Williamson. Ethan Williamson from outside, long range in 50. It's right to the teeth, the goal. Green was awaiting, but fisted over the line from Jonty Code. So 3 behinds now to the Roos, as they work their way into the pocket to the skipper and Lockie Clifford. Brower was a short lead on the number 15, but elected to go long down the line where an awaiting Harnwell sits up. Fist from behind from Harper. He eventually gets a soccer on it. Norton, it spills out to him. He tried to shrug the tackle. Burgess had him cold. And it was a good tackle there from Harry Burgess. Burgess to Lovell. His class and polish will definitely be needed in the conditions today as Lovell works his way down this wing. Ashland was the intended target. Mapley and then falls into the hands of Gordon. Right to true centre half forward. Ball doesn't quite sit politely for McGann, but he does well to track it back, but the kick just got smothered in the nick of time by Kane. Harper gets it on that left boot. Right in the middle. The Twin Ovals. Brereton couldn't quite reel it in. Gadomski and Green the match up to watch for mine. Gadomski with another soccering kick forward. Brereton was met by Glover. Back to Gadomski and Clifford. They're all working in a pretty tight space at the moment, and Brereton will be wrapped up. Brezenkak the only ruck to go up. Turner was set upon. Paprotny with a big tackle. Lovell spreading away from the clearance and just to a couple of awaiting Clarence Roos. Preshaw flew as well to Johnston. Out came Harper, who was instantly set upon by Carter. Working through there was Millwood. Sliding through to take the mark nearly the Roos. Brower on all fours he goes. Tapping it forward now to the awaiting Speed, who's a known goal kicker, to another known goal kicker in Josh Green, who's going to look to start proceedings off here at the Twin Ovals. Goals will be the most expensive currency today. Josh Green lining up, looking for his 45th of the year. Josh Green, pretty regulation kick, but he's missed it. He's nearly missed everything in the end. The commentator's curse. Josh Green, the most regulation of kicks you would have ever seen. Pre-short. Just struggling to mark it. And a throw in deep inside forward 50 now for the Roos. Either Ruckman getting a hand on that one. Proprotny instantly ran into some Burgess trouble. Tracking this one down is Code. Working in the phone booth was Burgess. Got his kick smothered. Clifford in there as well as Proprotny, who's now wrapped up from Burgess. Tap down from Brzezinskak. To full forward, Clifford and Lovell nearly caught Cole. Tapping it onto himself there was Jonty Code. So 13, nearly 14 minutes gone in this first term. Scrappy stuff. The umpire throws it in again. No one getting it tapped down. It was a hurried kick out from Harnwell. Fist came from Harper. Umpire's called a free kick to Ashland. Ashland elects to go down the line, but intercepted by Mapley, nearly falling into the path there of Brower. Harper, spiralling ball inside forward 50. And the mark nearly taken from Will Bush. Either Ruckman getting a decisive tap down on it. Lovell. In came Cooney. Harnwell again flicking the hand pass back. He's had a bit of it early. Lovell intended the hand pass for Stevenson. And again, I think we're going to see a lot of stoppages today. Quite remarkable, the conditions. I think I've seen conditions like this for a long time. Mapley out of the ruck. Brzezinskak couldn't quite keep up with him. Harnwell stripped him of the football and then sent it down this wing to an awaiting Archie Watt. Nice pickup it was from Watt with the long socks. I do like that. Dugan, hand pass flicked back inboard to Watt. Stevenson got his kick away just in the nick of time. Harper is happy to see this one over the boundary line. So Brzezinskak worked his way to front position. Hurried kick from Jonty Winch just over the head of Lockie Clifford. Soccering ball there from Williamson right towards centre half forward. Brereton was met. Hand pass from Code. Now to Lovell. Kick with a one-on-one. Watt. Carter just snuck his way out the back. Proprotny with a nice pick-up beneath the knees. Harper's kick just got smothered from Ashland. It's really scrappy stuff at the moment. Harper's kick will be nearly wrapped up from Livingston in game 200, working his way along the boundary, broke the tackle and then sent them towards the half-forward flank. Crashing the pack there was McGann. Carter with the ball inside forward 50. Harper playing goalkeeper, just missed the mark and we'll see another throw-in. Millwood won his way to front position. Livingston's kick just got smothered. He went and retrieved it, but he flicked the hand pass back into the path of Norton, who clears this one down the line. And waiting was Lovell. Good beneath the knees. They're going to need his polish today. Burgess and Harnwell just dropping it prematurely, but tumbled a ball inside forward 50. Fist came from behind nicely from Preshaw. Hugging the boundary line here as Harper spun around in the tackle from Dugan. Norton, his clearing kick is nearly eaten up there from Burgess. And a lot of skill mistakes, it must be said. It is grim conditions out there. Ashland worked his way to the front, but didn't get the tap down. Socket off into the middle of the twin ovals from Winch. Brereton nearly wrapped that one up. Glover, Griggs and Bush in a one-on-one. It's tumbling its way towards the boundary line. Just a game playing in between the arcs at the moment. Which team can have a bit of polish? That kick didn't have any of it. And it's a kick out in the full. Pleasure to have your company wherever you're watching from around the planet as Paprotny goes. And standing in the road was Clifford. Again, another soccer out. We may as well be playing with a round-shaped ball today as Knighton cleared the area, but McGann just wrapped it up. Said that's not going to go anywhere for the time being. McGann, nearly a big double-fisted grab there from Griggs. Clifford shoveled a hand pass out to Brower. Harper, Dugan, hand pass just misfired. Pushed off from Johnston. Goes and gets his own football. Hanslow was waiting for it. Nice little chip up there to Winch. He just got pushed off it as he went to get it. Dugan, really difficult to try and get any momentum on the ball at the moment as Winch clears the area again towards this outer side. And another throw in. So throw in now. Millwood again working his way to the front. Tore the game apart in a under-16 grand final, I think it would have been. 2 seasons ago. Flying his trade in senior football. Gordon. Runners on the outside. Archie Watt. His hand pass just got snapped up. Johnston overrunning it and Winch. Pack forms and collapses on each other, and we'll all play a game of Twister and we'll see. All up. Again, we are having audio difficulties. Probably a bit of water in there, to be honest with you. We'll try and get that one fixed before the half. Ashland shoveled a hand pass up to Gordon. Knighton couldn't quite make anything of the opportunity that presented itself to him. Lovell's kick off the instep was snapped up from Johnston. Harnwell's tumbling ball forward. Watt. Hand pass just got misplaced to Brower. One-on-one. Harper and Dugan. Harper did well to get front position. Lying on him now is Dugan. And it will be a push in the back free kick. To Harper. Kick off the instep. Wasn't intended for Jonty Winch, but it got there in the end. So Winch works his way down this wing where Griggs just stands in the road. Not too sure what you would be saying if you're either coach at the moment. It is ridiculous how these conditions have played out. Winch off the hands of him. And socket over by Brower. Of course, we're playing for a bit of a bigger prize today. And that is for Matty Rewalt Vision. You can go donate on the AFL Tas Facebook page or the Kingborough Tigers socials. Good to get there. I think they're at 848 with a target of 1.5. So if you can lend any of your support, make sure you do, as this one is flown by Lovell. Overrunning it was the big Max Mapley. Clifford wrapping it up off half back. Griggs' kick just hugging the boundary line. Burgess did well to sit himself under it and eventually trickles out for a throw-in. So thrown back in. Awaiting it was Winch. Through came Kearney, Gapin, Johnston, back to Kearney. Couple of star names in there. Gordon dancing and prancing around a couple of Tigers players. Lovell. Hurried kick falls into the lap of Harnwell. Harnwell now looking for their first opportunity. The kick was scrubby towards Winch or Gapin, who just got him high. So Carter with an opportunity to drive them forward. Hand pass off to Clifford, who just drives the ball inside forward 50, but it's all Clarence jumpers. Flying through there was Pre-Short. Kick was spilt out from Kane. Still working as Watt. Wrapped up as Brower. Carter ripped it out. I went back and got seconds. Soccering ball from Brower. Gee, these conditions are not great. Harper. 2 points in it at the moment. Harper clears it out of defence. Clifford stood underneath it. Will Clifford now drives the ball to an awaiting Archie Watt, who can size the goals up from there. Archie Watt. Harper with a double-fisted punch over the line. Back to a point. We may just have a thriller on our hands here at the Twin Ovals. This one, I think, has just gone right into the back of Harper. McGann's just socking it right into the back of him. McGann and Harper having a bit of a laugh about it, but that one's just gone straight into the back of Blake Harper. So first real opportunity for Kingborough to take the lead. It's Brower on this occasion. Mitch Brower with 13, the vice-captain, averaging 13 touches. 33 rather, as Brower looks to get there first. And we are back to even here at Kingborough. Quite remarkable that that just went right in the back of Blake Harper. Can't even see the goal square. So Harper, again, a scrubby kick out of fullback Gordon. Having him was Hill, so Gordon gets a free kick right on the 50 arc. Calling for someone to lead up to him. The small lead was on from Knight, and in fact, he'll go a little bit longer. Carter was the intended target, but Ashland nearly reeled it in. Hand pass over the left shoulder was good. Johnson soccering it off the ground. Bush trying to track this one down. Knight wearing him like a glove. Back to Carter. McGann wearing him. He might be caught cold. And he will be, I think. Stuff from Joe McGann. So McGann. Flying through was Mapley. He's got his kick away in the nick of time, but it trickles out of bounds. Tap down from Mapley. Into the path of Gapin. It was the target. Lovell happy to see it over the boundary line. Really scrappy at the moment. No goals to speak of. 4 straight behinds. Present Cack works his way to front position. Falls into the path of Lovell. He gets a kick this nearly snapped up from Mapley. And being pushed over the boundary line on that occasion is Brody Speed. Mapley got his kick smothered. Gordon and Clifford nearly just mucked themselves up. Gordon eventually ran over the football and ball up. Bresencack and Mapley again. Mapley Sock it off the ground to Norton, right into the breadbasket of Gordon. Free kick going the way of Bailey Gordon, who played in that rep game last week. Needless to say, better conditions than here, only just. So Gordon checks the kick, nearly worked out to Knighton, but he was pushed as he kicked it. Downfield free kick to Jet Knighton. Off to Lovell, who sets sail from 60, looking for a target. Standing underneath it was Brower. Fist game from Mapley. And that will be the quarter time siren here. 0-4 to 0-4. Conditions are definitely playing a part in this one. Scrappy stuff, to say the least, here at the Twin Ovals. Which team will take their chances? That's what it's going to be all about here. We'll take our major break, or our first break rather. It's currently a draw here at the Twin Ovals. We might have a good game on our hands. We'll be back very shortly. Well, 4 apiece here at Kingborough. Conditions definitely telling the tale of this one, but it is close nonetheless. We haven't got a goal yet, but there's been a couple of opportunities for them. A game that's been muchly played between the arcs. Let's see which team is going to take their chances in this second quarter. Go down in the commentary box with you, driving you through the games here on the AFL Taz YouTube channel. So we're all in readiness to start the second quarter. Tyler Carter playing in the ruck against Mapley. Mapley just fists it out of there. Brower got his kick away. It's a high up and under one intended for Gordon. McGann stood underneath it. Harper flicked a hand pass back into the path of Philpott. Norton, his kick was scrubby, and this one will just skid along for insufficient intent. That should have been, I would have thought, because the way he did kick it, that wasn't actually a skill issue, I would have thought. Shallow throw in, Mapley to Protney. Bit said this week to do with India Stadium. Clarence in the news. Of course, the contract ends end of August, I think it is, so they'll have to find a new home by all reports. Mapley and Godomski, which is a little bit sad, but sometimes you have to work your way in with cricket. Caught cold was Dugan. And if you haven't noticed, we do have the sound back. We've got the producer, Ash Wilkes, absolutely onto that. And Subash as well. We've covered that one off for you. We're on fire here in the AFL Taz YouTube channel. Harnwell standing in the road. Gordon with the hand pass sub intended for Lovell. Godomski, big game for him today. And we'll see another throw in. So opportunity for Kingborough to move into third place, or fourth place rather, depending on the results of North Hobart Glenorchy. Mapley out of the ruck, so if Glenorchy win, they move into third. So if Glenorchy win, Kingborough will not be advancing up the ladder at this stage. So McGann, hand pass out, just got cut off as this check side kick is mapped up by Mapley, or rather Gapin. Carter working along the floor. Rain and wind really heavy now. Brower, he got a kick away right to the teeth of goal. Nearly. So kicking it in is Harper, had game 200 against the Pies, and who better to get the win against by 61 points in your 200th? If you ask me, there is no one better if you're a Kingborough, or rather Clarence fan. I'm a Gawky guy, but no one is really that interested as this kick gets snapped up right into the breadbasket of Ashland. Snapping kick towards full forward. It'll roll, it'll all roll all the way home, but McGann was tight on this one. Wind starting to pick up now. Kick out of fullback to Mapley, who has strong hands in the yet challenging conditions. Mapley looking to work his way down this swing. The next tall target is Millwood. That's exactly where he goes and lands right on the lap of Jai Millwood. 8 goals this year as he drives the ball inside forward 50. Godomski awaiting it. Brezenkak, Clifford. Now Will Clifford. Harry Burgess just off the chest to him. Hands over the nifty little toe poke forward, which allowed Hill to get to front position. Norton slung around in the tackle. Hill still working to front position. And a kicking in danger free kick paid to Kingborough. And it'll be to Mason Brezenkak. Having a pretty good year in the ruck for the Tigers. Running support from Will Clifford is just wrapped up. Won't be going anywhere because Mapley stood in the road and took this mark. We'll just dump a long one down the line again. It's almost deja vu here as Godomski probably would have went the mark in another occasion. Burgess. Napley. Lovell. Bit of polish, a bit of elegance, and a bit of class about Kieran Lovell will be needed today, and that kick just might have missed the mark. McGann. Beneath the knees, Joe McGann. He's a tall lad. He kicks out wide now to Dan Cooney as this one skids and holds up in the wetness. Glover. Should have said fluid. Got the right word there as Glover drives him inside forward 50 again. Godomski just through the legs of Brower. Norton pressing forward. Clifford just left her behind. Had a bit to do as Griggs. Bush shovel the hand pass out. Clarence looking for the first. It's trickling. It's again offline. Maybe on another day it would have just bounced kindly for them, but got to play the conditions as you can't even see the goal square. We've still got another game after this. Clifford through the hands of Lovell. Brezenkak back to Lovell. Proprotny caught him. Out now to Harnwell. He's looked the best of the bunch this game. Lovell and Carter just pushed his man off it. Hand pass just got disarmed and dismembered. And we'll see a holding the ball free kick going the way of the Roos and Blake Philpott. Green. Brower pushed off there by the big number 20 in Mapley. Proprotny. And now a kick forward. It was in search for Bush. Doesn't quite sit up for him. Griggs' tap on was to Green and intercepted it. And we'll see a free kick going to Josh Green. Green will just bring back the barrel and send it to Millwood. Bit of footy smarts about that from Josh Green. Probably could have got it back there as well. And Jai Millwood lining up for the first of the game. Goals are like dust, or like stardust today. They're going to become crucial. They're going to become hard to find. But who better to get it than Jai Millwood, averaging a goal a game. He's had 8 this year, searching for his 9th. Crosses the arc of 50. Millwood just got hooked back in the wind. Burgess with a tap out. Gapin slipped over as he went to get rid of it. Oh, and a free kick. Not sure about that. So Gapin looks like he's going to take the shot. Doesn't look all too confident. Gapin wheeling and going. Check the kick, and Josh Green finds himself in a bit of pocket of space. He's game enough to put the half guard in the sock. Unless he wants a bit of dirt in there. He's done that, but Green, you can see the new crop to the old crop. Josh Green lining up, and he might just steer his team to victory today. They need the class and experience of Josh Green out there to get them underway, and the first of the game is still yet to score. Green would have kicked that probably 9 times out of 10. He's missed 2 pretty easy goals, Josh Green. Lockie Clifford. Won't see too many bounces out there today. Nice way to kick to Roy Stevenson. Stevenson wheeling and going towards this outer side. McGann stood underneath it, and that's exactly who took the mark. Joe McGann will look to work his way down this wing. Hits up Preshaw. Preshaw checked the kick, but he fell into the path of Williamson, who will now drive the ball inside 50. Code got his kick away, but A one-on-one awaits. Watt does well to push Gapin off him. Two of the young guns. Yet to be young guns in this competition going at it. Winch had to put his head over the football. Watt still a couple of good efforts in that passage. And that's what you like to see in conditions like this. Norton, Ashland, Harper. Check side, little toe poke kick forward. Glover towards the centre half forward flank. Through the hands now of an awaiting Winch. Or Vincent. Here's Vincent at the bottom of this pack. Brezenkak, silver service down to Brower, who broke through that clearance with speed. Livingston in game 200. On all fours is Kane. All up. Brezenkak, Gordon, Ashland, wrapped up from Johnston. Brezenkak tapped down. Livingston got the kick away. That should be insufficient. I would have saw that paid in any conditions, but I want to judge. Bucketing down here. I'm not going to say the P word, but you know what I'm thinking. It is absolutely bucketing down here. Lovell broke through. Broke to tackle a bush and then sends him forward. Standing underneath it was Parker. Livingston. Parker gets wrapped up, and Livingston now in game 200. We go from outside 50. Livingston in game 200 just centres it to McGann, who takes a really strong mark in the full-back position. Sam Dugan saying it was touch. Probably tend to agree with him. Nice mark taken from Will Bush. Bush now down further afield. Williamson into the lap of him. Green on the opposite side does well, but the kick was really to no one's advantage but Lockie Clifford's. Gidomski just missed the hand pass. Burgess working in a phone booth. Eventually touched over the line by Code. So it just looks like they're not quite keeping their structure, both teams at the moment. I mean, Josh Green would usually have someone to kick it to, but maybe just that structure behind the ball is not quite there for either side, because when they go inside forward 50, it's a cluster of opposition numbers. This one will be recalled. So Mapley, Ollie Hill, twisting out of trouble was Hanslow. Good to see him back. Parker. Winch got stripped and Harnwell just sees this one over. It's free kick going the way of the Roos. So they're going to drive themselves towards this half-forward flank. Bush does all to stand underneath it. Wheeling and going inside the full forward line. Green was there but stood in the road was Code. Does well to have a second effort there, Code. And Lovell still trying to track this one down. It was Socket and now Clifford. It lands into the lap of, who clears the area. Maybe only premature though. Hanslow's check side kick was centred in the direction of Glover. That one works out quite well. Call to play on. Livingston wearing him. Hand pass. It's scrappy stuff at the moment. No one getting clear possession. A couple of ins and outs for both teams. Parker and Dugan ins. Henry and Voters outs. And we've got Williamson, Vincent, Jonty Lynch, Nolly Hill, Ben Richmond, Riley Waters, Lachlan Davey and Jarvis Breen, who played that state game last week, all making their way out of this tide today. Breen might be playing Devils, actually, as Brezenkak's just mown down. Mapley, Clifford, it is really scrubby stuff here. No one taking it forward or making the most of the opportunities that present themselves when they are inside the forward 50. Preshaw's kick got snapped up from Godomski. Oh, Parker missed one he probably should have taken. Albeit Tough conditions will give him a pass mark as Livingston tapped onto Brower. Dugan, this is better. It might just be the best passage of play today. McGann, Norton, and now a Topo can kick forward to Protney, and they're away. Hands low. Daniel Cooney, sponsored by Tex Marshall. Great man Tex Marshall sponsoring a number of these players. In fact, there might be another one here. Protney just spilt it. He might have actually just got rid of it there for Protney. So for Protney now. The kick was well weighted for Cooney. Off hands of a couple of those. Slung into the ground. Brereton working their way out by hands. Clifford. Dugan. Brereton. And again Harper. Again just being played in between the arcs at the moment. Harper's kick to Norton, who just spirals the ball in the green direction, but Burgess pushed himself off Williamson professionally. Burgess. Good mark from Archie Watt, who's had some really good moments today. I'm liking the game of Archie Watt today. And now a 50. They're going to have the first opportunity really of the day for Kingborough. Albeit Josh Green having a couple of set shots and made a meal of them. This just has to go in. Has to go in. Just to separate them. Very shallow 50. Archie Watt, this is a must kick for him. This might just be his first goal as well in tough conditions. Looking for his first, Archie Watt. And it spirals in it. A little bit of in-swing rather if you're to the right-hander. That's when if you're the lefty. No matter how you see it, it's a behind. They take the lead now, Kingborough, albeit by 1 point. Harper, trace a bullet kick to Riley Johnston. Williamson and Burgess crash through from behind. It spills out to Will Clifford, who flicked a hand pass off to brother Lockie, who is set upon instantly by Bush. Millwood, Gordon, Clifford, Socket, still rolling. Pack forms and we'll have a game with Jenga. Happily slung around, either Ruckman getting a decisive tap down on this one. Gordon's kick was hurried, but in the path of Kane, who just left it behind. Socket ball forward for Knighton to try and approach, and Kane with a strong tackle. He's caught cold. Sam Dugan will centre this ball inside forward 50. Carter awaits off the hands of McGann. Coming through with speed is Kane, and Knighton at the bottom of this pack. Ball up. Carter rips it out of the ruck. Gets a toe poke onto it. Kick to Cooney is nicely weighted. Eventually the umpire was calling it. His kick across the ground is adventurous to Preshaw. A lot of pressure now. Dugan, lucky that they're making their way out of it by way of Harper, who kicks to this outer side. Standing underneath it is Max Gapin. Try to shrug the Watt tackle. Really like the stuff that he's done today. Hand pass from Cooney. Back to Preshaw. And running out of tarmac, the Roos. Tigers and Roos here. It's a very poorly used joke. It's Millwood. And Ashland will have an opportunity. He's comfortable with the range. Ollie Ashland, 10 goals, searching for his 11th. Could be some sort of kick. Ashland, it's a high up and under ball. It lands in the lap of a teammate. And it might be Brower. Nicely done. In fact, it's Henry Kane. So, he's looking for his third of the year. Henry Kane needs to get this one through. He stabbed at it and it just gets over. The first of the afternoon is in the 20-minute mark of the second term. This just extends him out to a goal. But it's just more than a goal. It's a little bit of pressure put back on the Roos. A really important goal, and Kane nearly missed it. He toe poked it. They get the first. Finally, a highlight for people at home watching. There hasn't been many of them. So we scuttle our way into the middle again. Ashland, Hanslow, Norton, Jackie Chan style kick. Lovell pushed off from Bush, who just barged his way through. Norton's kick got smothered. It eventually trickles out to Cooney, who soccers one to true centre half forward. Burgess wrapped up by Ethan Williamson. The inclusions today. Brower. And now being wrapped up there is Blake Harper. Tap down into the path of Harnwell. Watt was the intended target. He's again on all fours, really liking some stuff that Archie Watt's doing today. He's probably one of the best of the Kingborough players, liking this sluggish Kingroval's turf. Napley, Clifford, Gordon, Protney working along him. Stacks on. Eventually, pieces of the puzzle disform and we'll see another ball up. Ashland. Will Clifford just got pushed off it. Gordon might have been taken without it. Ashland socket off the ground by Clifford. An interesting stat to see how many times there's actually been a soccer today. We keep going the way of Clarence and Millwood. Napley, rather. Napley setting himself under it was Harnwell. He couldn't quite reel it in. Hill just left it behind. Code with a dribbling ball forward. Harper with a spiralling one now to counteract that one. Briggs, Code, Clifford had to be clean. Was two Kingborough Tigers players. Lovell might have just missed it in the wind. He socketed it in professionally and kept it in motion for the Tigers. Mapley, he's dropped behind the ball a lot today. Gordon sliding through with a nice mark. Gordon runs around the man on the mark, sends the ball deep inside forward 50. It might just get all the way. Gordon is trickling. It's just offline. That would have been some sort of goal. So now it's 8 points the margin, 1-8 to 0-6. Not too long left in this quarter, you would have thought. There's only been the one goal to speak of. McGann's trace a kick to Harper just off the chest of him. It'll be pushed under though. And a high free kick going the way of the Tigers and Mitch Brower. He's having a record year, Mitch Brower. 33 disposals, 6 clearances, 7 score involvements on average. 13 goals this year. He might have had an opportunity already today to score. Put a lot of pressure on the Roos. Mitch Brower is going to line up for his first. And this one misses the lots. Seen that a couple of times as it lands out on the hill. I don't think anyone wants to particularly go and fetch that one on the hill. Usually you'd see the kids all behind the goals. I don't think they'll be doing that today. Their parents will be very cross with them. Ashland, Gordon slipped over as he went to kick it, but the pack forms and Burgess with a nice little spike forward. It was too hot to handle for Dugan. Hugging the boundary line was Stevenson. Dugan's still working in that phone booth, and Johnston and Harper wrapping him up. Free kick going the way of the Roos. Blake Harper. Harper's kick just misfiring. And it'll be out of the full. So Lovell. He's one of the classiest as he dance steps around hill. He sizes up the goals and centres it for Brower. Just too hot to handle for him. On all fours still is Mitch Brower. It spills out to Dugan, who trickles one forward, and it's 1-9. 25, nearly 26 gone in this second term. Jared Harper to bring them out of defence. Counteracting it though was Ashland off the hands of Mapley. Griggs spun out of trouble and just ran himself into some after he spun out of it the first time. And this one trickling forward in the direction of Mapley, who again didn't want to pick it up. He just was happy to soccer it. Godomski on this occasion though, just falling over his own feet as he went to pick it up. Clifford, still Godomski. Back to Will Clifford. In there is Brereton, and we'll see the ball up. Ashland, Norton, into the path now of Gordon with a bit of speed on him. The first time today, got his kick smothered, but Lance landed right back in the lap of him, and the hand path just misfired to Watt. So Mapley, shallow throw in again. Clarence as the siren goes for the half-time siren. 1-9 here at the Twin Ovals for Kingborough. Clarence 0-6. Your only goal kicker, Henry Kane. Make sure you get onto the AFL Tas Facebook pages if you're looking to donate to the Matty Rewalt's game today. I think they might be wearing purple socks. It's a little bit hard to tell in this weather. But if you're looking to get involved, make sure please do. Great cause that Kingborough and Matty Rewald's Vision have teamed up for as they're sprinting off. We might sprint off for our major break here on the AFL Tas YouTube channel. It's Kingborough by 9 points. What will both coaches say at the halftime break? That's yet to be seen. 27 minutes gone it was. The first goal of the game, 20 minutes into that second quarter. We'll take our major break here. It's currently the Kingborough Tigers by 9. We've got a game on our hands here at the Twin Ovals.
Wherever cancer is, we are. We are the supporters, preventers, researchers and advocates, leading Australia to a future without cancer. Every day, we're finding new and better ways to offer services, share knowledge, and bring hope to Australians everywhere, because cancer affects us all. We're here to listen and care for people, however they need us, whenever they need us, through any type of cancer at any stage of the journey. Every day, we are supporting world-class researchers, empowering them to dream big and make the impossible possible. Together, we're pushing boundaries, unlocking the answers to understand, prevent and treat cancer. We're improving the lives of those living with it and even getting close to eliminating some cancers altogether. You may not see us, but we're here, in schools and people's homes, on the beach, at work and on the streets, helping millions of Australians cut their risk and detect cancer sooner. We know that 1 in 3 cancers can be avoided, So we're out there preventing as many as we can. You may not hear us, but our voice is loud. Every day, we're using it to advocate, change laws and drive policies, to reduce cancer risks and improve cancer care, to break ground and speak for the community in places where they're not always heard. Every day, we're closer to a future without cancer. And as a charity, we rely on Australia's biggest hearts to help us get there faster.
Blunston's been building hard-working boots for over 150 years. The tougher you need them, the tougher we build them, giving you advanced protection and all-day comfort. After all, you never stand still, so neither do we. Blunston, building the future.
Oh, you mean the jam and cream? Good stuff.
Go!
And one for you as well. Got it.
Original glazed. Classic.
At Banjo's, we speak donuts. Introducing our new range of flavours. Now there's one for everyone. Banjo's, making donuts better.
So we've had time to change the jumpers, change the socks, dry ourselves off and get something into us as we gear up for a big second half. All is in readiness here at the Twin Ovals. We're looking forward to seeing which team can prevail here in this round 12 SFL clash. Go down in the commentary box with you, guiding you through this one. Of course, the first of two games, we've got the Clarence women taking on the Kingborough women. That is supposed to be a really big match in the context of the year. As we get ready to go here in the second half. Carter ripping it out of the ruck. Off now to Harnwell. Harnwell at ground level trying to barge his way through. Another ball up. Tap down. Carter to Harnwell. He's been really good. Into the hands of Watt. He also has been good. The check side kick just hit the belly of the ball, but it's okay because they can spread and go forward now. The Tigers sock it off the ground from Johnston. Only as far though as Stevenson. His snapping ball forward was right to the teeth of goal where awaited Jared Harper and co as well. Hamper spilt out. Norton with a high up and under one. Paprotny just fisted out of the air. Dugan missing this one. Harper. Support came from behind from Philpott, who eventually got wrapped up. Harnwell nearly tried to sell the candy. Hugging the boundary line is Brower. Stiff-armed him and then checked side. Kicked it across the right shoulder. Carter was the intended target. Josh Green in the long socks. And now Clifford nearly holding on to this one as Mapley sends it out of the vicinity. Burgess. And see a throw in. So out of the ruck is Mapley. Through the hands of Godomski. Socket off the ground from Clifford. Watt's done some really nice things today as they drive themselves forward. Kane back to Watt. And now a ball towards the half-forward flank, which was intended for Tyler Carter. Couldn't reel it in on first attempt. Socket himself into his own teammate. Ashland, nice crumb and go. This for the perfect start. Nearly. Around the grounds, Lauderdale lead Brighton by 11 points. And North Hobart and Glenorchy, that's 2 goals to 1 goal. North Hobart in the lead just by a solitary 6 points. Socket again off the ground from Philpott. This one might have to be insufficient intent. It won't be though. What would we know? So a throw in. Coaching side wing, Bresnikak, and now Harnwell tumbles the ball towards this half-forward flank. Dugan did well to pick it up beneath the knees and now sends it in the Carter direction. McGann jostling with him for front position. In came Kane. He flicked a hand pass out. Stevenson was there. Harper as well. Hand pass just spilt out. Brower gets it on the right boot. That kick was smothered. Johnston clears the area. Maybe only prematurely though. Cooney. Gordon went back to go forward, and it was a really professional kick to Brereton. Brereton from the centre square will unleash from 50 and in a pocket of space all by himself is Roy Stevenson. 4 goals this year for Roy Stevenson. This a really important one in the context of this. If Glenorchy are losing today, Kingborough might just move up in the top 4. Stevenson has got it. It swung its way back. Stevenson gives the double cobra. And a good start to this second half now for the Tigers. First goal of the third term coming the way of Stevenson. So, nicely done there from Roy Stevenson. 16 points the margin. Carter and Mapley into the path of Harnwell. Norton used his body well. Paprotny's kick just got smothered. Ended up in the lap of Gordon. Clifford got the hand pass away to Lovell. How many times have we seen those two link up? But he's going nowhere at this time, Kieran Lovell, after a strong tackle from Tyson Henslow. Mapley fisted out. Clifford just in an awkward position when he dropped that ball. Towards Dugan in a one-on-one. Williamson tracking back nicely, or rather Philpott. Dugan might have been holding him. He was. Philpott the recipient. They drive a ball down the line now. Intended for Bush. Lovell has been really clean today. What else would you expect from the champ? Off the hands of Brower. Paprotny slung around as he went to kick it. Lovell, Millwood with a nifty little hand pass to Jonty Winch with a centering ball. Just a little dangerous for Will Clifford. He dropped it. Trying to run onto it his speed. Another known goal kicker. Griggs did well to stand in the road and get a clearing kick. Harnwell, he's been really good today. And maybe last week was as well Pat Harnwell in that loss against Lauderdale. They were in the game for 3 in a probably 3/4. Johnston off the deck. Ashland. Gordon now. Contested stuff it is as they spread forward by way of Joey Brower. Good kick in search of Tyler Carter. Nearly reeled it in. Tapped it onto himself. Boundary line, the friend of Clarence here. McGann just got stripped. Preshaw. And now they work their way out by a kick. It was initially by hands, and then the kick was only as far as Pat Harmon, who tumbles the ball inside forward 50, but the Clarence jumpers are waiting, and Preshaw couldn't quite get to it in the nick of time. So throw in deep inside forward 50 off the chest of Carter. He danced around one. He mesmerised them all. The big fella. Throw in. Inside the forward 50 now for the Tigers as they spread forward. Preshaw, Brower, Green got him high is the goal, and a free kick going the way of Henry Kane, who is one of only 2 goal kickers today. So Henry Kane looking to extend it out now to 22 points. The biggest margin at the moment is 16 as it currently stands. Henry Kane to extend that out to a goal further. It's not a great kick, and in the road was Hanslow. He handsomely marked it. He goes out wide now to Glover, who was a bit sloppy at ground level. Throw in Mapley and Bresnikak. Bresnikak won front position. He didn't get the hit out though. Mapley's still working at ground level. Seems like he's been everywhere today, Max Mapley. The kick was just snapped up from Lovell, who just squared a kick up for Norton to try yet. He's up and under a couple of kicks today now, Baxter Norton, that haven't really gone anyone's advantage. It was a one-on-one on that wing where Clifford fisted it and Stevenson professionally ran it over. Might have been code rather. Looking throw in from the umpire. Bresnikak spills out to Gordon. No Ruckman getting a decisive tap down on it. Gordon ran himself into some trouble. Kieran Lovell was caught cold from Bradley Vincent, who on the arc of 50 doesn't look too comfortable with the distance. He's going to have Josh Green running around him. Godomski mindful of that. So from outside 50 goes Vincent, right to the top of the square. Will Clifford was at ground level, couldn't quite reel the mark in. Paprotny, it's happening all at the moment. Watt flicked a hand pass back to Clifford, who just cleared the area only prematurely as Winch tried to pick this one up. Nice little toe poke forward from Knighton. Jet Knighton will get the free kick. Doing the Caribbean Leadership and Sport course. The application's now open for that as it spills through the hands of Harnwell and now to Ashland and now to Bresnikak, the usual suspects. And in a wealth of time was Clifford. He couldn't quite get there though as McGann socketed off the turf. Vincent sliding through was Ashland. Toe poking it forward was Philpott. The ball up on the arc of the 50 line for the Tigers. Either Ruckman getting a tap down. It was a Shepherd though against Bresnikak. Mapley. Brereton just... This one he probably would have taken 9 times out of 10. Clifford now to Kane, back to Will Clifford. This kick hugging the boundary line, hugging it too far. In fact, that it's out on the full. So Gapin. This came from Burgess. Bresnikak had a bit of time and space to work a ball forward for Knighton. Didn't quite sit kindly for him though. Livingston in game 200 with a long ball inside 50, and back in the hole was Philpott. Philpott skidded a kick forward to Cooney, who takes one bounce and then takes another, tapping it on the hollow turf of the Twin Ovals. Takes a third now. Took some valuable territory, but the mark didn't quite sit for Bush. Back to Cooney, who runs himself into some code trouble. Oh. Well. Not too sure about that free kick. Anyway, Lovell. Just slung around in the tackle as Lovell's kick just got smothered from Bush, and maybe a bit of footy karma coming back there for the Roos. Throwing out of side. Bresnikak, 12.5 gone. Livingston. So life member 108 now for the Tigers. 14th on their most senior games. 153 senior games and a 2011 reserve premiership player. Lovell dancing and prancing. Light on the front toes is Lovell as his kick nearly got wrapped up from Harper. Does well to get the kick away to centre half forward. One-on-ones everywhere around the ground as the pack starts to form. Stevenson and Harnwell at ground level. Green got a kick away in the nick of time. It spilled out the back to Glover, who misfires across the face of goal. On the full. Ashland. Just got wrapped up by Glover. And the umpire is not too sure what happened there. Anyway, Ashland has got ball in hands. Down the line. For Hanslow. Harnwell slung around in the Hanslow tackle. Running on the receive, it is Johnston. Kick corridor was good to Cooney, or to Baxter Norton rather. Toe pokes a kick forward, and now they might be away by way of Proprotny, who sends it in deep to the pocket. Bush, Godomski sliding through. Still Bush, it'll be a free kick. Interesting. So Godomski giving away the free kick there. Bush, Green, danced around one. He nearly got the kick away on goal. He was slung to the turf as Winch tried to go. Back through the way of Harper. Harnwell on all fours has been really good today. Socket off the turf. Only as far as Mapley. And another throw in. Henry Kane and Riley Johnston and Dugan and Norton all in there getting a bit of taste for the action. Really good throw in from the umpire. Mapley. Smothered kick into the path of Livingston, who sets it up for Carter. Oh, boy. That's an interesting call. And it might just result in a score. And Clarence will be hoping for a goal. So Blake Philpott hasn't kicked a goal yet this year. Philpott looking to get their first of the afternoon as it goes right into the teeth of the goal. Green off the ground, nearly. Clifford. Kick in search of Joey Brower. It just skids and thuds along the ground for a throw in. Rapley, Norton, Godomski fell over, Green, Clifford, Patrick Harnwell, corridor kick in search of Tyler Carter, him and Joe McGann. Carter, it's a foot race inside forward 50, McGann winning it on this occasion. They try to go back for it, Dugan trying to shovel the hand pass off. Oh, free kick going the way of Kingborough. Sam Dugan it is. Dugan's kick wasn't brilliant. Paprotny shinned it in the end, really. In came Julian Parker on all fours. Gaping seeing this one over the boundary line. So Brower got stripped and caught cold. Philpott had some good moments. Clifford used his body to shield it, nearly marked it. Cooney good beneath the knees. Harper now shanked the kick. It might just work out for Brody's speed or tumbles into the fence and out on the full. Ashland, the target, Preshaw through the hands of him. Mapley trying to reel it in. Stevenson all fours, crawling around for it. Ashland's kick just got dispossessed. Clifford. Johnston had to be hot on it. Wasn't. Dugan streaming away. Tyler Carter in the goal square. He's got a paddock at time. The big fella tried to break through the tackle him again. Got the kick away in the nick of time. It might just spill out though. And they come away with another win, the Roos. That's a gaping. Defending really well, the Roos. 2:10 play, 0-7, 18 minutes, nearly 19 minutes gone in this third term. 15 points the margin. Flew. There's Burgess. Paprotny. Spilt through to Clifford. Vincent. Still Bradley Vincent. Pushed across the boundary line. The big number 69 for the Roos. So another throw in. They go forward. Dugan. Stuff going on in the chat as they go down this line. Carter toe poke in. Out came the Tigers from the front of the stoppage, and it just sits in the mud for Harper, who nearly left it behind. He had to clear the area. This disgusting football. As Gapin goes forward and tracking it down was Winch, and also Norton coming away with it. The kick was nearly pinpoint accurate to Cooney, and playing goalkeeper was Godomski. It's all happening here at Kingborough. Just no consistency whatsoever. We've only got the one goal to speak of by Roy Stevenson. Clifford. Twinkle toes around the pack. Nice little chip forward from Winch, who got pushed over as he went to get it. Umpire called play on. Norton, a bit of a scuffle as they go forward now, the Roos. Harper or Paprotny with a kick forward. It's waited for speed. And we'll see another throw in. So we go back in now, Millwood. Protney, boundary line. Of course, it's the Matty Rewalt game today, so if you're looking to donate, Kingborough Facebook pages or the AFL Tas Facebook page have got the link up. Last time we checked, we're at $848 with a hopeful target of $1,500. If you're looking to get involved, of course, it means a lot to the Kingborough Tigers, and also Clarence. They've played in this cup a couple of times as McGann just shanks this one out of bounds. Game 200 for Braden Livingston, as Lovell will go forward, and the kick wasn't good at all, and that one wasn't either from Harper. Back into the path of Lovell. It's just sort of springboarding back to him at the moment as Lovell looks to open up the ground and shift it across to Brower. They're going through this outer side. 1-on-1 running now is required. Johnston and Kane. Kane did well. Got rid of his man. He might run into the roadblock though, and Mapley, he got his kick away. In fact, it was Knighton running onto it. Brower now has support. He was going to track him down though. Dancing around the boundary line. Griggs was there for support and now kicks a short one to Ashland. Ashland to Brower. It skidded to him. He danced around professionally and sent them forward into the lap of Harnwell. Pre-Shaw just making sure he didn't get a touch on it. Gordon deep inside forward 50. Dugan brought ball to ground. He pounced on it. It was intended for Watt. He tried to go for it. The mud just rolling around here at Kingborough. It's still going by way of Paprotny, and they clear the area again. Clarence, whose defence has definitely stood up. That's something Grant Fagan would be liking at the moment. And we'll see yet another throw in. Defences of both teams have stood up, I think. 2:10 plays 0-7. 23 minutes gone. Only the one goal to speak of. Maybe another couple of minutes. In barged his way through was Godomski. Harnwell. Green takes the tackle. Flicks it off to Stevenson. Harper wearing him like a glove. Lovell now with a high up and under ball. It was intended for Dugan. Couldn't quite reel it in on first attempt or second attempt. Watt at ground level, and now Green happy to hold the tackle in. Tap down into the path of Harnwell, who drives him deep inside forward 50. McGann and Ashland, as well as Harper. And McGann, it was flicked back to with a scrubby kick out of defence. It was nicely weighted though for Ollie Hill, who got the kick away into the centre of the Twin Ovals. Right on the bullseye it lands. It was intended for Clifford, who socketed it off the ground, and Winch got his hands first to the ball. Brereton spilling something he probably should have marked. Not sure how that wasn't kicking in danger. Speed with a snap-on goal. It's dribbling forward from Brody Speed. And finally Clarence get their first of the afternoon, coming the way of the 24th minute mark of the third term. So first of the afternoon for Clarence. Back within 9. 2 goals this quarter. Mapley had the reach over Carter. Gordon broke through one tackle, broke through the other. Hill spiked it forward. Glover just running around with his hands low. Got a fresh area onto it. Harnwell left the ball behind. Brezencat got involved. Brereton got the kick away in the nick of time. Free kick going the way of Clarence. Tyson Hanslow. Hanslow. High up under ball inside 50. Fist came from Brezencat. It fell into the lap of Josh Green. Stevenson Green got pushed in the back as he went to get it. Stevenson's hand pass retreated, and furthermore to Lovell. His kick again. Seeing a lot of smothers today. Gordon. Nifty kick and a nice pick up from Dugan, who just clears the area, but it looks like there's only a couple of Clarence jerseys awaiting, and that's Blake Philpott who takes the mark right on the bullseye for the Clarence Roos. So, Philpott, Green, tight along the angle for Millwood, just barged his way through, and bullocking now is Lovell. Clifford, Philpott, through as Preshaw, Gapin, McGann to full forward. Nice mark, nearly taken from Speed, who slid along the ground quite a way, actually. And a free kick given to Clarence. Jonty Winch. This might be an opportunity to snag his first in football. Senior football, maybe. Hasn't kicked one yet this year. He's made his debut this year, so this might be his first. Another one of these young Clarence players coming through the ranks under senior coach Grant Fagan. A bit of responsibility on this kick as it's on the siren. This to bring it back to 3 points. Heading into the last term, no bigger kick in the stage of this contest for Jonty Winch, and he makes it look pretty good off the boots. And they get around him. Just what the doctor ordered for the Clarence Roos. 2-7 to 2-10. It's a 3-point margin going into the major break, or the last break rather. Henry Kane and Roy Stevenson, the goal kickers for Kingborough, and Speed and Winch in quick succession for the Roos. It was the 24th minute mark of the third term when they scored their first, and now have just scored their second in a matter of minutes. Winch looking cold as ice. We'll take our last break here of the day. It's a big last quarter. You know where to find it. We'll be back very, very shortly. It's a 3-point margin heading into the last. From 50 and in a pocket of space all by himself. Let's move up in the top 4. Stevenson has got it. It swung its way back. Stevenson. His hands first to the ball. Brereton spilling something he probably should have marked. Not sure that wasn't Kiki in danger. Speed with a snap-on goal. It's dribbling forward from Brody Speed to full forward. Nice mark, nearly taken from Speed, who slid along the ground quite a way, actually. Bigger kick in the stage of this contest for Jonty Winch, and he makes it look pretty good off the boots. And they get around him. It's a final quarter of the ages here on the AFL Tas YouTube channel. Where else would you rather be on your Saturday? And we're bringing it all live to you from the Kingston Twin Ovals. So as it stands, if Kingborough win this, they move up in to 4th spot. Glenorchy are currently losing, but it actually might just be on percentage that they don't get in, Kingborough. Last quarter starts now. Which team can take their opportunities in the big moments? Mapley winning the tap down. In came Harnwell. Belief starting to build now for the Kingborough Tigers as Trent Baumler gives his last address. We'll see a throw in right on the arc for the Tigers. Brezencac, Norton, Lovell, who's been here, there and everywhere in wet and wild conditions. Maybe not at his best disposal efficiency, but that doesn't matter as he waits a kick nearly to Watt. Spiked out of the air in favour of Gadomski. Green caught him cold, and they're going to stream forward. Cooney flicking the hand pass off now to Glover. The runners spread forward. 2-on-2 in the forward line. Clifford now has to be smart about how he goes about it. Is 9-irons a kick towards his brother Lockie. So Clifford, Lovell. Further afield, he's got Julian Parker if he wants to, but elects for the short option in Harnwell. A couple of options if they want it. Eventually goes to Parker. And now to Dugan. Harper trying to track this one down. Soccering ball from Dugan. Carter's got a bit to do. Fumble fingers at the moment. Everyone around the ground is a cake of soap at the moment. This football, a fresh airy there from McGann. Hands low. And now they're just going to take some time and size up the best option. Harper, Paprotny, hands low. Hand pass just misfired to Green. Burgess. Ashland. Toe poked it off the square. Still pressing forward now, the Roos. It's dire straits for both teams. Griggs. In a one-on-one with Millwood. Slipped over. And throw in. Shallow throw in. Brezencac down to Brower. Holding the tackle in is Gapin. Bottom of the pack is Watt for the Tigers. Again, Brzezinskak. Clifford slipped over as he went to get it. Hand pass to Gadomski was cut off. Green caught cold. Oh. Giving him the point of the finger as well. That could have been looked at either way. Gadomski down the ground. Nice fly from Harnwell. That's got to be 50 or not. Lovell spreading through. Torpedoing ball. Watt, the sea's just parted for him. Ollie Hill working at ground level to go for it. Watt might have got pushed in the back. Lovell and Green. Lovell came away victorious. Clarence jumpers surrounding the contest at the moment. Spills out from Hanslow. Dugan left it behind. Johnston cleaning up at fullback. Only as far as Gordon. Gordon runs deep into the pocket. Sizes up the goals. Again, the only jumpers surrounding it were the red and white. Max Gapin at fullback. Right on the paints of the square. Pre-short. Pre-short further afield, but standing in the road was Burgess. Burgess with a stabbing little kick inside forward 50. It was not well weighted for Parker. Pre-short, it bobbles out. Philpott got stripped of it. Spinning out of trouble was Cooney. Socket off the ground into the stomach of Harnwell from Norton. Cooney now Green sliding through and taking Parker in the tackle. Brzezinskiak and Carter going at it. Or rather, Carter in the ruck as it bubbles out now to Brereton. Harper. In spun. Kane. Kick chopped off though from Godomski. It's not a brilliant one, but it might just work out in the direction of Jet Knighton, who's tied up along the boundary. It was kept in though. Or maybe not. So Mapley, Green. I think this one here is Godomski, who sees this one over the line. You'd think probably one more goal would do it here for Kingborough. Completely start shutting up shop, but goals have been hard to come by, to say the least. 2 goals, 2. But clearing kick is chopped off from Clifford. Clifford thumps a long one down the line in the pre-shore direction. McGann just got a quick kick away. Millwood tackling him was Godomski. Brereton back to go forward by way of Clifford. His hand pass just misfired to Stevenson. Brzezinskiak worked his way to the front. Brower got his kick right into the shin of the opposition. Lovell so swift and clean. The hand pass was nicely weighted to Brower. Right on the half forward flank, and Dugan has took it. So Dugan with a thumping ball in the Carter direction, nearly standing underneath it. Did the right thing. Tap down from Mapley. On pursuit was Livingston. Stevenson tied up along the boundary, and Green seeing that one over. Mapley at the front. Hanslow spinning out of trouble. Again, only as far as Lovell is at a day out. Through the hands of a couple. Mapley. Dugan caught him cold. Umpire experienced enough to say it was off the hands of a couple. You didn't hear the call. As Mapley fists is out of there. Clifford. Free kick Clarence. Green. Spirals a ball. Griggs had to stand underneath it. Clifford. Will Clifford dragged along the boundary line. 2:10 to 2:7. Nearly 9 gone. Haven't got a goal this quarter. Pleasure to bring this one to you. Great to have your company wherever you're watching from around the planet as Mapley gets this clearing kick through the hands of Bush. Dangerous areas now for the Roos. And a push to Kingborough. Brower's kick just got smothered. Green couldn't quite pick it up. He couldn't reel it in, the veteran, as Brereton retreats back to Godomski, who clears a kick to Lovell. That had to be holding, it is. Lovell at Brower. Shows the football a couple of times to an opponent in Paprotny. Over the head of a couple as well. 3 points it is. Andy Rewalt's match. You can check out the Kingborough Tigers social media pages to donate to their link, or the AFL Tas Facebook page as well. Target of $1,500. They're doing some great stuff, the Tigers, as socket off the ground from Livingston. Through the hands of Phil Potts. Out now from Gordon. Kane. This one deep in attack for the Tigers. Harper was settled, but it spills out to Parker, who just had to get it on the boot, and it's nicely weighted to Stevenson. Roy Stevenson. Kicked one. It's the biggest of the game yet. Stevenson wheeling and going for the goal. It doesn't quite make the distance. It's fisted over from Preshaw. 4 points now. Again. Kick out a fullback through the hands of Mapley. Bush spun around a couple of times and clears the area with a hand pass. Mapley, his kick towards the boundary line is a throw in. As it keeps going, the rain. Shallow throw in. Had to be rethrown maybe. Gordon. Livingston. Coming, swooping through there was Paprotny. Couldn't reel it in. Gapin clears a ball in search of Green. Livingston just used the body to tunnel it, but he couldn't reel it in either. It's sloppy and it's contested and it's really fierce out there at the moment. Hands low. Still going as Parker. Pushed down from Norton. Really in at the moment. On all fours is Norton. He's really happy just to get that one in. Mapley out now, soccering from Paprotny. Gadomski just got a fingernail or a toenail on it as they drive themselves forward. Hands low, standing in the road was Burgess. Coming out was Bush for the Roos, the number 12 who tried to mark it. Sliding through was Norton. Where's he go from here? Baxter Norton. He had a chip kick lead to Bush. He elects to go deeper from about 60 metres out. It spills to the back. Cooney, Lovell. They might just have to run it over. It was nearly intercepted. Clifford had a couple to beat. This kick is not good as it swooped up nearly from Paprotny, who gets it on the right boot, and Clarence are in front for the first time. The first time this game that the Roos have been in front. And who else to do it than Oscar Paprotny? Just not the right kick there from Clifford, although he didn't really have anywhere else to go. Nearly made a meal of that Paprotny, and all ice. First goal of the quarter. Carter rips it out of the ruck. He's trying to push his team forward, the big man. Through the legs of Williamson. Burgess. Pushed down was Kane. Air pass retreating back to Gapin. Livingston and Paprotny, who might just be the hero. Advantage pay downfield. Ashland caught in a jostle. Dugan kicks them forward. It's an open forward for forward, rather, as I get my words out, as Preshaw gets this one clearing away in the nick of time, and Philpott standing underneath it will just take a bit of time. It's 2 points. 2:11 to 3-7, 14 and a half minutes gone. Surging kick down the line, fist from Godomski, stood underneath Green. Lovell, Godomski. Ball inside forward 50, Philpott's got a bit to do. He got the hand pass away to Preshaw, and Preshaw just clears the area trying to search for Josh Green. Godomski working. All fours at the moment. It's an advantage. Lovell dancing around. The candy shop is taking him to Kieran Lovell, but it's a behind, 1 point in it. So again at fullback. Sends it to this most used wing, that's for sure, as they slide through Burgess. Norton and Hanslow. Clearing kick down the line in search of Cooney. He takes the mark. Cooney to wheel and go. The kick was scrubby, and it's a 50-metre penalty. And maybe the biggest penalty yet. Just to get them 2 goals in front. And to make it a 2-goal lead. Cooney the recipient. He's kicked 10 this year. Not yet has he kicked a goal today. Nearing a goal a game. Cooney with the biggest kick of the afternoon. Goal kicking has not been a strong point for both of these teams. 3-7, looking to make it 4-7. Daniel Cooney to put them a bit apart at the moment, and it's not going to do the trick. 2 points the margin. Clifford. Out of fullback to this outer wing. Johnston happy to take the contact and pushed over the boundary line. Really good throw-in from the umpire. Tough conditions. Running through was Godomski. Green got the clearing kick. Right to the half-forward flank. Glover taps it out of bounds. They've been in front for 4 minutes now, Clarence. Their first goal was in the 24th minute mark of the third term. Clifford with a clearance. Locks it in as they call for. Tap down to Ashland. Godomski. I wouldn't mind these these stoppages rather. Clarence. Gordon. Harnwell, who's battled well all day. Sends them into the middle. Harper and Parker in a foot race. Support comes from McGann. Harper, nifty tap on forward. McGann, this would have to be insufficient intent, you would have thought. He has to pay it. He does. Obvious call. Good game sense. Brereton now with an opportunity to drive them forward. He goes down the line. It's one of the better looking kicks you'll see today. Crashing the pack. Ashland toe poked it, and it's kicking in danger. So Norton just dumps a long one down the line in search of Vincent. Burgess came through with a fist. Cooney in there. Vincent, Cooney, hand pass forward into the lap of Parker. Lovell dancing around opposite side foot just to kick and hope really. Falls into the lap of Gordon. He's gone. He is cold. Oh, it's a trip. So Gordon needs to bring him back inside. That's what he does. Carter's there. From the side, Norton. Lovell. Deep inside. Watts. Shoveled a hand pass off to Harnwell. Open goal square. It's the post. That's a good little spot to have it in if you're Kingborough. Watch Carter out of the ruck. Dying stages of this one. Shallow throw-in has to be recalled. A couple of recalls today. Mapley, Carter, Harnwell slaps it on the boot. Kingborough back in front. Brilliantly done from Patrick Harnwell. Cold as ice from Patrick Harnwell. Four points. Harnwell has had a big day today. He's been the best. Four points the margin. Patrick Harnwell may have just sealed the deal for the Tigers and potentially a spot in the top four, depending on percentage, if they can get over the line and Glenorchy lose. So now they turn into the stoppage team, Kingborough. Carter, oh, Norton and Hanslow just collected each other. They mucked themselves up. Hanslow, pure strength, and gets dug into the turf by Harnwell. Mud everywhere. Mapley spills out to Clifford. Ball to this coaching block side. Knighton underneath it. Danced around one, danced around two. Spiked the ball forward. Now Kane tied along the boundary. It's hooking its way back. It's trickling. It's an open goal square, nearly. The mud just holding it up there for Henry Kane. Winch got the kick away. Carter stood in the road. The two big fellas, Godomski and Carter, working in tune as they go forward. Watts tied along the boundary. And another throw in. Throwing inside forward 50 for the Tigers. Harnwell, Green. Got it away, but Lovell stood in the road. 23 minutes, 3-12 to 3-8. Not the prettiest scoreline, but one of the prettier games we've seen all year. Lovell takes a sigh of breath and drills him deep inside forward 50. Out the back was Gordon. Another point, 3-13. It's a 5-point margin. Streaming out of defence was McGann. Oh, he just smacked the kick up, kicked it right into an opponent. Gordon, snap around the body. And even one goal lead. Pre-Shaw out of fullback. Harnwell spiking it forward. What a big 10 minutes he's had. Hanslow. Lovell. Kick finds Philpott, and they need to go quickly here, Clarence, if they're any sniff. Goes out to Bush. Bush working around the ground as they shoehorse around to Cooney. Cooney now further afield. Ashland stood in the road. Godomski slipped over, trying to go for it. Proprotny, who we thought was the hero earlier. Godomski spiking this one forward. Clifford socket. Free kick going the way of Daniel Cooney. So Cooney just has to dump a long one inside forward 50. Harper's move down forward. Jared Harper as well. Clifford taking the contact. Ball up. Brzezinkak rather. Harper. It spills out. Jonty Winch, one of the most unlikeliest of heroes, and Stevenson happy just to take it and take some time off the clock. Valuable seconds tick down now. Down the line, flew Preshaw over the head of Watts. Paprotny dug over the boundary line. Round 12 has produced a classic here at the Twin Ovals. Not the prettiest of scoreboards. One of the hardest fought games you'll see this year. Or in recent memory, Brzezinskak, Gordon. Preshaw from behind, nearly. Dugan, smothered ball. Johnston, inside forward 50. Carter stood in the road, the big man. And they're going to go down this outer side. Clifford. And they're only a matter of minutes away from the final siren. Clifford. Long one down the line. Through the hands of a couple. It spills out now to Norton, who hasn't stopped trying all day. Norton. Wrapped up, and another stoppage. And another couple of minutes to go, and a couple of seconds tick down now. Brzezinskak, Gordon breaking through. Harper hot on his tail. Hanslow standing up with it. The pure strength. He couldn't get rid of it this time, and he's forced to have another stoppage. Tap down again from Brzezinskak. He's been good. Harnwell, one of the best, if not the best. Still working hard, Patrick Harnwell. Kicked the goal and hasn't given up. Gordon. McGann. Maybe one last roll of the dice for Clarence. As Philpott has it. Philpott, his kick is not brilliant at all. Hanslow, nearly. Couldn't keep it in. Only 2 goals this quarter, not long left. Brzezinskak, Harper, out to Godomski. Valuable territory and valuable seconds being ticked off. They need to go now if there are any chance. Clarence, the kick just got smothered from Kane. Philpott still working around. Johnston, Norton gets the kick away to this commentary side wing. Hits up Cooney. Cooney to Johnston. Oh, just slipped over. The valuable slip. Kane. 2 goalkeepers. Preshaw. McGann. Now to this outer side, they're going to try. Mapley couldn't quite reel the mark in on first attempt. Paprotny just had to stab it forward. Harper stood underneath it. Glover as well. Clifford's been up to the task today as Clarence surged forward once more. It's a spiralling ball in search of Harper. Carter caught him cold. Umpire called play on. And it spilled out to Clifford. And now to Kieran Lovell, who got us all started. Corridor kick in search of Gordon. Again, just sliding across and skidding across the ground. Gordon breaks stride. Cold from Philpott. Norton, check side kick, was nicely weighted to Gapin. He nearly made a meal of it, but contested it nicely. Chip kick to Glover. And the siren's gone. And they do it for Braden Livingston in game 200. What a game of football, one of the toughest games you'll see all year. The scoring was not attractive. The sheer toughness and resilience from both teams was on full display as Clarence fall agonisingly short of yet another win. 3-14 to 3-8. A 1-goal win to the home side in the Tigers. Stevenson, Kane and Harnwell eventually as cold as ice. Patrick Harnwell sealed the deal for them. Paprotny, we thought, was the game winner. Brody Speed and Jonty Winch, the goal kickers. It's not a game you'll go back and watch the highlights of, because quite frankly, there weren't many of them, but what a game of football we've seen here. Determination at its finest in this round 12 SFL clutch. Wasn't the prettiest, as we said, but the determination was on full display today, playing for a much bigger cause. And of course, you can go donate if you'd like to on the AFL Tas Facebook page, or the Kingborough Tigers Facebook page have got a link up as well. So that'll probably spell the end of us here. We'll have the women's game coming up shortly. It's a third versus first clash, potentially a spot up in the top two for grabs for North Hobart, or for Kingborough rather. What a game of SFL football we've just witnessed. It was the Kingborough Tigers by a solitary goal. See you next week. Bye for now.